Hello? Everything should be perfectly set up. I did update OBS today, so if anything goes wrong, it's entirely not my fault. Look at this! Look at me! This has been so long since I've just been like dressed up in me old regular attire. How's it kicking? How the fuck? What is orange? What's the beef in orange take? 'Cause I'm still on blue, but I have only played the red deck. Do you recommend that I make my way out and do some other shit? You know what? Let's put one in on the Caesar. I'll just put it everywhere. Screw it. We'll get it out there. I don't want to spend too much time yapping at the start of stream today. I'm licking my lips already. It was never a good sign. I don't spend too much time yapping because I feel like we're going to be going into character creation fairly early on. Yeah, how do you... I'm stuck on blue stake, my man. So it's probably... I'm trying to front load too early and keep losing on like the first two antes. Because it'll be like, yo, free rare Joker, and then also like all cards free, and I'm like, bruh. And then the next one would be like free negative Joker, and I'm like, I want it. And I'm just like skipping all the blinds right at the start, which is, I feel like, maybe not the smoothest thing to do. But I do be playing it. I quite like just like picking it up, chucking in a run for like 30 minutes and then moving on. It's a good like separator for the brain, you know. You take like activity to activity to activity instead of going to Reddit, which is like a sinkhole. I go into Balatro and I'm like, alright, I'm gonna like fuck up this run, lose at ante 4, and I'm like, okay, now I'm like upset. I don't want to do this anymore because I'm upset at it, and therefore I'm like easily slip into doing something normal. I've been trying to set up the backseat thing for next week. Half of it was very easy. The skeleton is there, and I think it is possible for it to be done. But there's like things that I would like for it to have. So at the moment, I've got it. You can redeem I am the backseater, and it comes up, and you're on there for 5 minutes. It's got a queue, so after 5 minutes, the next person who's redeemed it or has like done a thing to redeem being the backseater then takes the seat in the queue. But I would have liked to have an ability to jump the queue. I would have liked to have a timer on the screen to represent how long is currently left on the current person who's currently there. I would have liked to have a picture of the person, not just their name. And I'm still trying to figure out how to have different times for the redeems for different types of redeems. And I'm not sure if it's plausible beyond like just having a whole extra different timer set up or something. Or if like each redeem, I don't know. Yeah, it's so the skeleton is there. It is a plausible thing that we can do, which is definitely something I should have put the more effort into trying to solve earlier. But you know, we've got to put thanks out there to Nutty Twitch TV. I don't know, I can't remember what their name is, but they're, you know, one of the many, or when I say many, one of the few backbones of like Twitch integration stuff. You know, they're very interesting. They you know, they make it accessible for a lot of people. They know what they're doing. They'll put the time in and be like, oh, this is how do I get this thing to work? Boom. So was it Nutty, Gale Level, Andy Lippy, Shindigs, the main remembrances, Harris Heller a little bit, little stream beats. I don't know what their deal is. They haven't done much in a while. So shout out to some real ones. But till then, let's get into the game. And also, once again, a big thank you to Yoshi_UMR for their lo-fi accessible musics for all of us to enjoy and use. This is where I'm gonna boot up the game and it's just not gonna run. That would be very typical. I definitely should have turned my controller on beforehand, but because it's a newer game, typically they tend to figure out if you've got a controller attached after the game's been opened. I'm currently sitting looking at a black screen. Probably should have opened it earlier just in case I needed to compile shaders or something. Here we go. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Window, firewall, fuck it. Allow. Allow me. Allow. As a turn of phrase for... Oh, display capture's on for some reason. Turn of phrase for the kids out there. Optimize smooth performance, reduce game stuttering. This process converts shader code into a format tailored to your hardware, enhancing visual effects and overall gameplay experience. Depending on system compiling take a few moments. Now, if I'm correct, I believe a moment is approximately 21 seconds. Moment. How long is a moment? How long does a moment last? There was no precise... Son of a bitch. The length of a modern moment... The length of a moment in modern seconds was therefore not fixed. On average, a medieval moment corresponded to 90 seconds. There you go. I was well off. So it could be a wee while. A wee while! We've been trying to beat purple steak for so long. And now you're on the orange steak. Am I on blue? Did I say if I was on blue or purple? I think I'm on blue. So happy it's done. Gold steak is the highest, right? But yeah, that's good. That's good work, dude. That's good work. I think I've got to take a little step back down to basic stakes with the other decks rather than just trying to chug my way through with the red one. It's just my weird way of playing games. I'm like, I want to do this thing because it was the first thing presented to me. But again, it's probably my own beef. I saw... It sure is generating shade. Yeah, it's gonna open it up and be like, you fucking... What? You call yourself a fucking streamer, dude? You piece of shit? 10 minutes late? Didn't even have a special outfit designed for this game? You useless cur. We're in, boys. We're in. Oh my god, it's so loud. Well, I hate that. Not the intro, but the volume. Risk of seizure. Oh, but it's mine! Use those when pleading with the dame. Or turn up and the system is right bottom of the corner. Here we go. Right. Adjust slider until dark circle is barely visible. Barely visible. I'm going to leave it a little higher just because I know, like, for you guys, it tends to get a little funky. UI text normal, it's probably fine. Conversation subtitles on. Auto continue conversation. I was going to continue the next line. Currently, once I finish playing, turns off because there's a line to stop and wait for the player to choose to continue this line. I will leave that on. Interaction icons. We'll leave it all on. Loot shimmer, sure. Third person view off. Head bobbing on. We're going to turn that down just because it annoys me. So we'll put it at like 50 and we'll see what happens. Local camera shake. We'll leave all that on for now. Chatter subtitles. So, yep, yeah. Subtitle text. Yeah. Subtitle background opacity. Right, down a little bit. Subtitle minimal display duration. We'll leave on normal. Crouch mouse toggle. I do love a toggle. Incoming attack warnings. What? Several visual indicators of incoming attacks. Useful for anticipating attacks and improving reaction time. Disabling this often. That's more immersive a challenge. Off we go. Hit flashes. This effect provides immediate feedback during combat, making it easier to recognize successful hits or when damage taken. Stable visual every% of successful hits. It's only visual feedback will only present the hits that cause the characters to flinch. We'll leave it on for now. Attacks moves to automatically move your character towards the enemy when initiating an attack. Enables move combat rules and manifestation control. We'll leave it on. Sure. We can change it all later. Ah, don't make it louder! General volume. O7's in chat. There you go. Even that's probably a bit loud. Considering they turned the volume down. And so we'll put it at 50, right? Then you... And you at 40. Because once we leave, it's just going to get louder. What's graphics at? Gamma. Okay. Highs and medians is pretty fair. We'll see how it runs on... Yes, we do love a 60 FPS frame limit. You're totally unbiased. Towards the number 50. Is that your favorite number? I can't be asked to deal with too many of these settings. I'm a lazy boy. Yes, I would like to apply. Beautiful. Start a new game.
Eora, a world where mortals live, die, and are reborn through the turning of the wheel, in a cycle of reincarnation, watched over by the gods. Our gods, some of whom love us more than others. Your home, the Adiran Empire, is treasured by Wodica, Our Lady of Law and Vengeance, the burned queen. But our goddess has lately turned her eyes from us, and our empire has suffered revolts, famines, challenges to rightful rule. We lack a common purpose, but we could find it in the living lands, a rich and lawless island settled by fugitives, wanderers, exiles, and us. Yet the more we free this place from danger, the more the land fights back.
Nice.
And now, as our colonists crowd into Paradise, the last safe city, the locals find themselves crowded out.
Oh, gentrifying!
Many years ago, you were
born
fight
fascism.
To a family in our Adiran Empire, and in a rare turn of the wheel, you came into this world, a godlike, touched by a patron god in the womb. To some, a blessing. To many, an abomination. You grew up an outsider, but I saw potential in you. Potential and an opportunity. And within my court, you found purpose. Now I call upon your vow to our empire and name you my envoy. Venture forth in the name of your homeland and secure our future.
What a face. Super cereal. I'm like, okay. Presets. Okay, obviously, I'm gonna try and be as gnome as possible, right? From the Adirian Empire, one of the world's major colonial powers. Nope. Sorry, skin tone. Is there like a more... Whoa, Nelly. Okay, we'll be careful about that option. Okay, he's wearing shorts. Cool. How do we make him as yellow as possible, do you reckon? It's hard to tell in the lighting. I think that is probably it. Sadly. Yeah, look at the fuzzing of the textures. Your boy needs a new PC then. Godlike features. I don't really want that, right? Can I be how short can I be, please? You genuinely telling me that this is as tall as I'm allowed to be? I got 4 heights available to me. Not even that. I want a nice round face. It's fairly round. Why is this one like 80 years old and compared to this one? Godlike features. Explain godlike features in-game. NPCs will react to your godlike features. Is any of them like a big old beard? Right, hold on. Hair, we want the old horseshoe, please. We want to be... There you go. Tolerance is not a moral obligation. It is a social contract, and when someone breaks that social contract, they are no longer protected by it. I read a really good on the paradox of tolerance. It's not a moral obligation. It's a social contract. So breaks the social contract, they are no longer protected by it. Yeah, but are they no longer protected by? Like society? Are they then an outlaw? So I'm gonna turn my light on a little bit because it's pretty dark in here. I'm getting like sleepy. Yeah. Now we get the horseshoe going. Root color. Obviously we're gonna go white as fuck, please. Pure, unadulterated white. If you're intolerant, you cannot expect people to be tolerant of you. That is a good take. People like to... Oh, yeah, here we go. Right, I want all beard, no moustache. They don't do that nowadays. It's always beard and moustache, not beard, no tash. Which one do you reckon is more me? I think this is more me, or this one. Nah, that's too much. I think this is more me. I fully subscribe to the, you know, tolerance isn't for everyone party, in that, you know, you shouldn't have to tolerate some people. The issue comes in that, like, I'm the good guy. You know? So I would you know, I know who the good who the proper people to tolerate are, you know? But how do I tell people, you know, what to do? Well, I'm the streamer, the main authority of this location. No. Eye size. Here we go. Your big ol' eyes. Oh yes. Just normal spread. Eye position. Can I make him like? Yeah, I don't think this is the direction I'm hoping for. Eye depth. Obviously, we want nice green eyes. Probably brighter. Oh, look at that. You got 465. 456,000 hell levels too. An impressive number. An impressive number. Why not just bid? It's not an option, mate. They don't let me have it. It's moustache. Moustache, moustache, moustache. Mutton chops. Ugh. Moustache, moustache, moustache. It's all moustache. There's no moustache options. I'm upset. Obsidian Entertainment, look at me. Look at this face, okay? Do you see a moustache? Do you see any hair on this lip? Right? No. Clits get tickled by this lip. And that has nothing to do with any other reason than my complete lack of facial hair. Yeah, let's pretend let's just pretend that I didn't say any of that. Literally unplayable. Isn't it just? Isn't it just? Right, brows. Obviously, we want a great big bushy brows. We have our brows are pretty high up. Let's angle them. They're fairly flat as well. There you go. Nah, normal depth. Quote unquote normal depth. Can I get them like high up? There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful big bushy brows. How's my... I have no nose. I never really contemplated the lack of nose being an object. I do quite like this nose on this bloke, to be honest. I think it looks good on me. Face shape. I don't know, it's kind of hard to... Kind of hard to tell. Obviously, we want a nice rounded cheeks. Oh no, no, no! We would like for the okay. We're gonna have to do something about these eyes. I really would rather not have the eyes coming out from under the cheeks. What is this? By my Reese, what horrendous eyes you have. All the better for them to dry out immediately. Okay, well, I guess we'll just be quote unquote normal. Do I get to save myself from the ire of people who actually I'm just gonna stop talking. There you go. Big chin. Mouth. I like it. I like it. Ear size. Right. We want the pointiest of ears. We do a big long uns. Straight up there. Oh, there you go. Now we're talking. Complexion. I don't think we'd... I got baby smooth skin, so that's all good. Lips. I don't think we really need to do anything for the lips. Could get some... a little bit of colour in it, but apparently that doesn't really do much. Facial scars. Very cool. Very cool. But if we're just going for average old me, for now at least. Ooh, though we could do some... I was thinking like wings, a winged eyeliner or something. No, then again, we do have eyeliner on here. Do we have cool winged eyeliner? This one? You know what? That's quite subtle. I quite like that. Ooh. Right. What do I want to be? What's his name? It's obviously Reese. It's me. You dialogue option to send me just a start weapon or equipment ability available to regardless of your background. After graduating with honors from Bragan Hill Academy, you published a treatise on soul lineages that threatened the legitimacy and drew the ire of a local lord when he had you arrested. The Emperor intervened and recruited you to the archives of the Imperial Court. Your mind is a bottomless well of occult knowledge, legal precedent, historical observation, and that doesn't sound like us. We got luscious locks, only on the top. Only on the sides, rather. Have you not seen me, Sans thing? Hold on. Yeah, it's gonna have to look terrible for a second. We can... How do I do this? There you go. That's me without. Ah. Court Augur. When your village's crops failed, your strange insights and unsettling manner earned your neighbor's suspicion. You foresaw the torches and pitfalls and fled to high ground, where the Emperor recognized your talents and elevated you from Macaulay Volcancella to personal mystic. Then born to a noble house, now born of humble beginnings and driven to desperation by famine, your life was destined to end on the executioner's block until the Emperor spared you. You're more at ease in the wilderness than the court, but your cleverness and observant nature have made you one of the most trusted operative, whether tracking prey or spying on enemies. Your skills are put to work. Cool. Why must I taller than you? Because they don't let me be short! I'm not allowed to be a short king. I think we're going to go with Vanguard Scout. maximum range. Do maximum stamina, second wind efficiency, intellect, maximum essence. Cruising maximum essence. What is essence? Annual resistance to ignited shock, frozen statuses. Pretty good chance with maximum range weapons, wands, guns, but guns. This seems fair. If we're gonna go to, are we gonna be? Oh, I don't want to be a ranged person. Should we go? Should we go wizard? Should we be wizard stuff? Because we so rarely do magic plays and stuff. There you go. No constitution. Okay. He, she, they. Display. Identify. Encounter. Sure. Yes. Like godlike hair features in game. NPCs will react. Here's the thing. Right? Thank you very much for the clip, Tom. I would like some of these godlike features, but I just don't like how they look. But at the same time, if we're playing first person, we're never going to see them anyway. That's all right. I'm a little coral-like. This is pretty dope. Or we could just go full Mushroom Man. Oh, I do like full Mushroom Man. We could just go whole hog in on the mushrooms. I kind of vibe it. I kind of vibe it. We do like our mushrooms. I forgot to set up my, hold on. Do I have anything open under this? There you go. I forgot to get my, stream avatars open. I was like looking over and I was like, huh? And open. There you go. Hopefully this doesn't just like tank the game running. Alright, back up to OVS. There you go. We all exist now. Sounds funny. I do appreciate when my sense of humor is too confirmed, right? We're Mushroom Man. We're going normal. Display my godlike features. Yes, please. My name is Reese. Confirm. Cannot remake my character. Screw it. We're going in. And then they get shot. And then a girl makes it sound like a car alarm. No! the little
What
fella.
do you know of the living land?
Fuck all, you haven't told us yet, bro. You loud as hell, bastard.
Rumors and tales are so vexing, they cannot be true. And yet they are. Those untamed wilds, overgrown with the most curious wonders and the most dreadful abominations. There beats a dark pulse within the heart of that soil. Something vile stirs beneath the earth, seething with rot and decay. A corruption growing beyond everything it touches. Its foul tendrils reach towards us.
Quite appreciate none of that.
To lash out at the Empire itself. I command you, go to the living lands, find the roots, and if necessary, sever them. You are my envoy. Remember your vow.
Which is...
Hopes of an empire rest upon you.
Which is... My vow being... Yeah, we have seen better days over here. Whoa! You in trouble? Is this the first AAA? No, I was going to say first AAA game I've played in a while, but we played Baldur's Gate 3 for like 200 hours, so no. I mean, like modern, current sort of thing. Dream Scourge is an unusual plague spreading across the living lands, one that affects the body, the soul, and even the ecosystem. Those infected known as Dream Thralls, for they seem enthralled by some unique and terrifying madness. Miku Miku Beam! For we are all enthralled by her glory. Damn, Blink go real crazy. Oh, here you go. This is how we know that things aren't quite what they seem. The old PNG tuber is not having a good time. Are we awake? Yeah, how's it going, bro? You just gonna leave me out here by myself? Just to figure out what the hell I've got going on? Are we in? Oh, yeah, hello. It is my boy is not enjoying it. Hold on. Let me tab out O so quickly. Let's see if I can do anything about this. We better? It's not much. Sheesh. This is a control shift escape malarkey. I don't know, man. My GPU is very full. Why is OBS so GPU intensive? What is happening? What are you doing over there, my GPU friend? Huh. It's a thorough mystery. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to close OBS and open it again, because it has been running for a while, and there might be something fucky behind the scenes. 2 seconds, 2 seconds.